1945, 13th of April 2023, is Iran being supported by timing China's retreat? Although China's diplomatic advancements in the Middle East are a growing national security issue for the United States, China nevertheless faces difficulties that go unnoticed. Any nation may assert its status as a superpower. However, noncombatant evacuation operations, NEO, which frequently involve the brisk air and sea evacuations of thousands of civilians from hazardous zones, remain one of the finest benchmarks for demonstrating its logistical and operational capability. China claimed to have carried out a NEO in Libya in 2011 but failed, leaving many Chinese workers alone as the nation spiraled into turmoil. Information on a purported 25-year agreement between Iran and China leaked in 2020. Once more, alarming headlines were used, but the hurried reporting overlooked a crucial Iranian reality. Although Iranian diplomats will attempt to use China as leverage against the West, it is unlikely that any deal will be carried out due to a combination of Iranian dysfunction and the self-interest and corruption of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. The IRGC won't ever give up its monopolies so Chinese businesses can gain a foothold in Iran. China's plans to add the Iranian port of Chabahar to its string of pearls network of militarily capable ports now face a similar failure. Chabahar was previously a remote outpost more than 400 miles from Zahedan, the provincial capital of Iran's Sistan and Baluchistan region, which is also a backwater. Tehran, the capital of Iran, is 1,125 miles away from Chabahar, more than the distance between Washington, D.C., and Minneapolis. Iranian authorities tried to take advantage of Chabahar's advantageous location. Chinese Ambassador Pang Seng visited the port in March 2016. The Chinese engineering firm Unique sent a delegation to Chabahar the next month on a 3-day tour. Soon after, the IRGC's economic wing upgraded the road systems surrounding the port and started building a railroad to link it to Zahedan. The Chabahar port would need to be upgraded to military standards and turnkey ready for the Chinese Navy in case of conflict. At the same time, no Iranian government could withstand the domestic uproar that an outright grant of a military base on Iranian soil would cause. Chinese investment in Chabahar is now showing signs of slowing. Hossein Shahadadi, the deputy director of ports for the province of Sistan and Baluchistan, argued for more Chabahar port expansion in the pages of the reformist-leaning Sharq Daily in February 2023. He extols Chabahar's virtues. Chabahar is better positioned for future growth because it is located away from the congested Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz choke point. He must make such arguments because it might indicate that Chinese investment in the port hasn't met Iranian expectations. If funding were still coming into Chabahar from Beijing or the IRGC, the local port development officer wouldn't have to rush around in such a noticeable fashion. Without a doubt, the United States shouldn't take China's moves in the Middle East lightly. A generational price will be paid for the Biden administration's intentionally disparaging relationship with Saudi Arabia. But China's shift toward Iran is more symbolic than substantive. Iran will be a losing proposition for any investor, whether from the East or the West, due to Iran's prickly nationalism, IRGC intervention in the economy, and a lack of commercial law. This is true whether or not sanctions are in place.